Good morning and welcome to episode 1 of Chaplains Desk. I'm Chaplain and Minister Tony Taylor, your host. There's an old joke that says when you talk to God, it's called prayer. When God talks to you, it's called schizophrenia. No, God does speak to us. But we've got to listen with our hearts, and we've got to have faith in what we're being told. I started this page a long time ago while I was out on the road. I did it as a way to keep up with family and friends, let them know where I was going, what I was doing, what I was seeing as I was traveling across this great nation. It helped me keep up with and help other drivers, especially young, inexperienced ones out on the road. At that time, I called the page Life from the Slow Lane, and I really enjoyed writing in it. Well, after I came off the road, it just kind of sat dormant. I didn't do a whole lot with the page. A couple of years ago, I finally decided, okay, I'm not doing anything with it. It's been sitting here about 2 years. Let's go ahead and delete it. And as I started to, I'm sitting there thinking, I don't have anything left to share. I mean, why keep it? Went through all the steps to delete it, and as I started to hit the key, enter key, to go ahead and take it off, I just stopped and I kind of stared at it a minute. And as I did, it kind of came to me that, I really do have a lot more to share. Just not about trucking, not about traveling around the country, but traveling with God. The walk that He was taking me, and it was so many amazing directions. And I was being blessed all the more because of it. And it seemed the more I studied, learned about what a wonderful God He was, the more He was doing in my life. I felt I had to share this with everybody. God was leading me. I studied. I became a chaplain. Then I became ordained. I was reading, learning, continuously studying. I was ready for whatever God had in mind for me. And this page seemed to be where I was going next. It seemed to be where He was telling me that I needed to go. Boy, I got all fired up. This new direction was going to be amazing. I changed the name. I changed the look of the page. All these great ideas just popping up in my head over and over. What to do, how to do it, when to do it. But the more I did, I realized, people today don't want to read. Our society's got used to short little messages on Facebook or memes or a line or two on Twitter or Snapchat. Maybe something on Messenger. They watch videos. They listen to podcasts. They don't have time. Don't want to be bothered with reading. Well, that's the gift God gave me. That's where I seem to be excelling, was by putting my words to paper. Since nobody's going to spend time anymore, my audience is going to be awful limited. Well, I was doing the video work for the church and different things, and I thought, well, you know what? Maybe that's it. Let's do some videos. But this is a face more for writing, not for sitting in front of a camera. My confidence started to disappear, and I thought, who am I anyway to try to tell people about God? I'm a lay minister. My studies aren't in any way comparable to what our ministers that stand up here week after week in these pulpits have. I don't have that theological background Shoot, I'm amazed when I just remember a single verse from the Bible. So, I let the devil convince me that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't qualified. I was thinking, Lord, I love you. You've done a lot for me, but this time you really picked the wrong man for the job. Well, he has a way of showing you some things, and one day, somebody put this on Facebook. It says, God has a tendency of picking up a nobody to become a somebody in front of everybody without asking anybody. Thanks for putting that out there. It worked. It made me start thinking again. Of course, still didn't make me start thinking enough to get back into this. I'm still don't have that confidence. But I've studied all the great people in the Bible. Amazing how many of those people were unqualified. Excuse me. Two of the ones that are best known, Moses, he even asked, who am I? He felt completely unqualified to do what he had been asked to do by leading Israel out of Egypt. Moses trusted God. He had faith. And because of that faith, God showed him the way to do it. He made a path for him to do this. When Noah built the ark, well, you don't think people looked at him like he was crazy? He's building this huge boat. There's no water anywhere to be found. God was telling him he had faith that God knew what he was talking about. So he listened. He did it. Well, I read another thing when I was still trying to come to grips with this and can I do it. And it said, God has called me to do this with the understanding that only he can accomplish this through me. Wow. I hope it makes sense to you. It didn't to me for a little while. I read it, reread it, reread it, reread it. I can't do this, but God can. And he uses me as that vessel to do it. There's so many more people scattered throughout the Bible that just didn't, they really weren't qualified. But God qualified them. They stepped out in faith, and they did what God was asking them. Well, that's where I'm at. I believe God spoke to me. I know God has spoke to me. Now, I have to step out in that faith to trust in what he's saying. I know that he'll give me the right words to speak at the right time and the ability to see and say what's needed. Now, that leads me to where I'm at. This was just a short little message to let you know where this page is going. Each Thursday, I'm hoping to have a message. I'm praying that it's going to reach the people that need to hear it. I want to tell the world about what a wonderful God we have. The blessings that he has given me, the blessings he's given my family. He has been amazing to us. And I can't pay back just a small piece of that with something like this. But I want to tell each and everybody out there what it's meant to Diane and I for the faith that we've learned and are still learning. I don't know where this is going to lead. I've got to put every bit of my faith in God that He will lead me through it. But I know that as long as I let Him have control, He'll give me the right things to say, the right time to say them. But I'm going to need a lot of prayer. Not only me doing it, but I need each one of you to keep me in your prayers as I start this. I want to thank you for joining me and listening to this tape today. I pray that you'll help me as I try to spread the Word of God to our friends, families, neighbors. Pass it on. Share it as we start putting things out here. If you have comments, anything to let me know, please let me know. I love y'all. I hope this works. Just let me know what you think. Love y'all. And good morning.